Hey, my name is Daniel, the Hitman Gonzalez. I train out at Prelims, Sacramento, California. Been training for about 2 years straight. You know, started with doing the PMTs, got 4 of those in, 5 out the way actually, and now we all here 4-0, looking to be 5-0. Muay Thai has influenced my life by, you know, keeping the peace. Like, I've been so peaceful now. I've been so more like, you know, more channeled with my energy, and, you know, I just never ever had this type of style in like fighting. I've always, you know, had an ego, always had carried myself like I have to be the tough guy, but now it's like, you know, it's not that at all, you know. It's just about respect, being the best, and respecting the opponent at the end of the day for stepping inside the ring. I wake up, you know, always thinking like, wow, you know, this is a journey that one day I'm going to become pro, you know, so I really want to aim to be pro. This is just, you know, part of the journey to become that. You know, my main goal is pro, so I don't care how any of my fights go, as long as I go in there and give my best, get my results, keep growing within the sport. Hopefully by 2027, maybe the end of 2026, I could hit professional. My coach is Augie, Coach Augie. You know, he's always been the guy to make sure I get everything right. You know, when we first met, he was very like, you know, unsure of me because a lot of people always come in and out the gym. But he's seen how dedicated I was, and he, you know, offered me with open arms to take me in. He wanted me to fight. I said I'll do it, and, you know, he's always looked out for me for the best of my interests. Make sure I'm eating right, make sure I'm training hard, and I give him my 100%, so you don't ever have to worry about me. So, you know, shout out to Augie for always being such more than a coach. He's always been like a good friend, very close friend of mine, a brother. Like, I could never ask for a better coach. I was training with just Joseph just now, you know, but we call him Alex. We never call him by his first name. We always call him by his nickname, Alex. But, you know, he also is fighting on the card. He'd be fighting Gabe, shout out Gabe. It's a, you know, a good competitive fight between them, and he always pushes me my best. We fight very, like, we're very close in the weight class, same weight class, so, you know, we're always pushing each other. Like, he gets me running a lot. I run with him. We go 5-6 miles. Train hard. Like, he's just been the guy, you know, to always make sure I'm there mentally. Even when I'm like slacking off, he's like, come on, pick it up, pick it up. We got a belt to win, So it's always been good. He's always very motivating, and, you know, I'm happy to have him in my corner. I'm very basic, you know. Basic keeps me out of trouble. Fundamentals keep me out of trouble. So I just keep everything simple. It's just the muscle memory with the consistency of doing the simple things. I just, you know, over and over, repetition, over and over, just don't stop. And then it just, you know, obviously the power will pick up, the speed will pick up, so I consistently just keep doing the same thing until it's very sharp like a pencil. I just really get to display, you know, I get to practice everything I've been doing, you know, so just be able to practice my style and, you know, have great training partners that I trust where we could just give each other all, like, everything we can do, everything we've been practicing. It's just, you know, it's very fun. I'm always in the zone. I get very locked in. I just like playing that chess match with my teammates, and especially when it goes out there and I get to really display it. My last fight was with All Out. Yes, I fought in All Out. I fought with Gareth Skies. Shout out to Ruder Legacy. Great opponent. I can't wait to come back, definitely, and do it at the Muay Challenge. You know, I'm just looking forward to just getting in that ring and showcase my best.
Big shots coming in. Sykes comes to fire back, but his mouthpiece goes flying. And now he's in danger because he's got no mouthpiece in.
All right, Muay Challenge, June 28th. You're going to expect a crazy showcase of the Hitman.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. Ain't nothing to it. If I were to tell my opponent one thing, I would say is keep training hard. I can't wait to get in that ring and share it with you. The ring is the thing that's not gonna lie about anything. I'd rather let the ring do the talking than, you know, me do the talking. I have no reason to talk. I'm gonna go in there and display what I've been training to do, you know, and it's to destroy. So we're gonna get in there and do it. Muay Challenge 6, June 28th. Come out, everyone. Watch the Hitman do what he do best and get down like James Brown. Yeah. Let's get it.
Yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets. Just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it.
Can't you guys tell it's my first interview? I'm a little nervous. Y'all make me nervous.
More from you moving than what you're saying. What you're saying is great.
Yeah, it's the movement though. I'm like, you know, I'm like, hey, you know.
Yeah. Oh, say less. I'm back in that. Yeah. What you doing? Yeah. I'm back in that. Hey. Where you going? Hey. Back in that bag again.
Yeah. Rod Stewart, shout out. The fucking real, what a gem. I mean, It's between him and Phil Collins. I don't know who rules English pop.
He was working us. Now we're going to spar. Let's get it. Hey, my name is Daniel, the Hitman Gonzalez. I train out at 8 Limb, Sacramento, California. Been training for about 2 years straight. You know, started with the PMTs, got 4 of those in, 5 out the way actually, and now we all here 4-0, looking to be 5-0. Muay Thai has influenced my life by, you know, keeping the peace. Like, I've been so peaceful now. I've been so more like, you know, more channeled with my energy, and, you know, I've just never ever had this type of style in like fighting. I've always, you know, had an ego, always had carried myself like I have to be the tough guy, but now it's like, you know, it's not that at all, you know. It's just about respect, being the best, and respecting the opponent at the end of the day for stepping inside the ring. I wake up, you know, always thinking like, wow, you know, this is a journey that one day I'm going to become pro, you know, so I really want to be pro. This is just, you know, part of the journey to become that, you know, my main goal is pro, so I don't care how any of my fights go, as long as I go in there and give my best, get my results, keep going within the sport. Hopefully by 2027, maybe the end of 2026, I could hit professional. My coach is Augie, Coach Augie. You know, he's always been the guy to make sure I get everything right. You know, when we first met, he was very like, you know, unsure of me because a lot of people always come in and out the gym, but he's seen how dedicated I was, and he, you know, offered me with open arms to take me in. He wanted me to fight. I said I'll do it, and you know, he's always looked out for me for the best of my interests, make sure I'm eating right, make sure I'm training hard, and I give him my 100%, so you don't ever have to worry about me. So, you know, shout out to Augie for always being such more than a coach. He's always been like a good friend, very close friend of mine, a brother. Like, I could never ask for a better coach. I was training with just Joseph just now, you know, but we call him Alex. We never call him by his first name. We always call him by his nickname, Alex. But you know, he also is fighting on the card. He'd be fighting Gabe. Shout out Gabe. It's a, you know, a good competitive fight between them, and he always pushes me my best. We fight very like, we're very close in the weight class, same weight class, so you know, we're always pushing each other. Like, he gets me running a lot. I run with him. We go 5-6 miles, train hard. Like, he's just been the guy, you know, to always make sure I'm there mentally. Even when I'm like psyching off, he's like, "Come on, pick it up, pick it up. We got a belt to win. We got a belt to win." So it's always been good. He's always been very motivating, and you know, I'm happy to have him in my corner. I'm very basic. You know, basic keeps me out of trouble. Fundamentals keep me out of trouble. So I just keep everything simple.
Hello, and thank you for joining us. We are live at the San Joaquin Fairgrounds in Stockton, California. Muay Thai Challenge 6, presented by All Out Promotions. Today's action is sanctioned by the IKF. Chief official for Northern California, Chris Fields, is here today. Also at ringside, Tony and Fallon Fossum, looking great once again. The man controlling the action at ring center, the one, the only, Mike Rinaldi. Today's show is sponsored in part and brought to you by Singha Beer, Blue Lotus Restaurant, Only Dad's Fight Club, Cal Air Heating and Air, C&D Flooring, Asian Market Modesto. Today's broadcast is being brought to you by Competitive Fighting Sports. We're all original, all the time. Competitive Fighting Sports Productions are Gled Gorman, producer-director, Phil Kaler, Marcos Salinas, and Ryan McLara on cameras and audio. Kiara Gorman, assistant director. Izzy Luthringer, instant replay. And the voice in the ring tonight will be Derek Ennis. Stockton, known for its great culturally diverse history and a big part of the state's agricultural history and industry. Home to California's first university, the University of Pacific, established in 1851.
UOP, out here.
Also home to many legendary fighters from boxing, MMA, and now in the current generation, Muay Thai. All Out founder and longtime promoter, local restaurant owner, Nico Pizzamai, has put together another top-tier card packed full of NorCal's young Nak Muay. The preliminary bouts are free on our YouTube channel at Team All Out. After bout 4, we hope you will join us for the pay-per-view section of the card on CFSLive.net. Again, CFSLive.net. 19 fights on tonight's card, including 3 5-round title fights. Axel Yamarillo
You guys,
will
let's give it up
face
for these fighters.
Arnez
Exhibition
Maldonado
match, so we don't
in
have
the
an
first
official
title
winner.
fight
We just wanted to keep you entertained. We like
for
to
the
entertain you.
127-pound Nak Muay Challenge promotional title. Again, that will be a 5-round fight, but that is a junior title, so pads worn in that. The second title fight, Gabe DeCina from San Francisco will be fighting the rising star and current champion of All Out, Joseph Faduya, for the 142-pound promotional title. Joseph also holding several of the area's other belts, so that is a big one, and he's highly ranked in the country at the moment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nak Muay Challenge 6 live amateur Muay Thai Muay Thai here at the San Joaquin County Fairgrounds in Stockton, California. Tonight, All Out and Company bring you an action-packed amateur Muay Thai Muay Thai card featuring some of our local up-and-coming fighters. With 19 bouts on the card showcasing 3 Nak Muay Challenge title fights, our main event of the evening will be an action-packed Nak Muay title challenge featuring Daniel Gonzalez versus Alan Ramos in a highly anticipated 3-round super lightweight matchup. My name is Derek Enns, and I will be your ring announcer for this evening. Some of our presenting sponsors that have helped make this evening possible: All Out and Company, C&D Flooring, Singha Beer, Cal Air Solutions, Asian Market of Modesto, Blue Lotus Thai and Lao Restaurant, East Bay Sound and Lighting, Child Muay Thai Academy, and of course, CFS Competitive Fighting Sports for all your video and audio needs. I'd like to ask everyone here in attendance to please rise and remove your hats as we honor our country's flag as DJ Scoots plays our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, these fights are sanctioned by the International Kickboxing Federation by way of the California State Athletic Commission Executive Officer Andy Foster. Your lead inspector for the evening tonight, Mr. Chris the Teen Heartthrob Fields. Your judges for this evening, Brian Sakamoto and Susan Thomas Gidlin. Your referees for tonight, Daniel Castillo and crew Michael Rinaldi. Your official timekeeper, Bruce Rasmussen. And your physician at ringside keeping our fighters safe tonight, Dr. Gary Furness. Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans of Muay Challenge 6 in Stockton, California, it is time to take some action and get this started. Please welcome, out of the blue corner, Esteban Sanchez.
Esteban Sanchez making his way to the ring. Coming from the 8 Limbs Muay Thai gym out here in Sacramento. Coach Alan Ilaga has been at the helm for quite some time now for this 8 Limbs program. And Esteban's actually, he's going to have a pretty quick turnaround. He's going to be fighting next month against one of our guys, Aiden Fitzpatrick, who's going to have a real good look at his coming competition. So it's good.
Right, so Esteban from Sacramento, California, 8 Limbs Muay Thai, one of the really dominant gyms in the last 2 years. Esteban.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, please welcome Alexis Garcia.
Again, Esteban making his debut tonight. A big stable of young fighters at that gym. And again, he's supposed to fight at Rising Stars against my guy in 2 weeks. So hopefully no knockout. That's very risky.
True that. And he's coming up against Alexis Garcia from Reed's Martial Arts.
Now, Reed's, again, another one of those teams just so dominant, and they have this young generation of teenagers, and we see them fighting here on Muay Challenge a lot. I believe tonight they have 3 fighters on the card, and this is one of them.
Right.
Alexis Garcia also making his debut.
Somebody has got to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is an IKF Amateur Modified Muay Thai, 3 rounds in the junior featherweight division. First off, fighting out of the blue corner, he comes to us today wearing black shorts trimmed in red. Standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, he weighed in at 123.6 pounds. Fights out of 8 Limbs Muay Thai. He is making his debut fight tonight. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, please welcome Esteban Sanchez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today wearing black shorts trimmed in gold. Standing 5 feet 9 inches tall, he weighed in at 124.8 pounds. Fighting out of Reed's Martial Arts. He also makes his debut fight tonight, fighting out of Tracy, California. Please welcome Alexis Garcia. Your third man in the ring, Mr. Crew Michael Rinaldi.
Now this looks like a very evenly matched fight, same age. Now, I noticed that Esteban came in 4 pounds underneath the weight limit, and when you're 120-something pounds, 4 pounds is a lot.
Sure.
We'll see how much that factors in. And we'll be facing him in a couple weeks, as long as this one goes well. But that fight again, 127. He could easily be fighting at 122. So good on him, gameness.
Yeah, certainly. He's responding to the call. And the quick turnaround, it's really cool that these young fighters have these many opportunities week to week to be able to get some work.
First fight of the night being brought to you by Competitive Fighting Sports, where we're all original all the time.
Ceiling of the ring, blessing from the coach. Then we're going to get into it.
So these fighters starting their career in amateurs, no elbows, and you notice no elbow pads. You'll notice all the elbow fights tonight, they will be wearing elbow pads. This is amateur Muay Thai, even the title fights. Very close to pro, you know, a couple different distinctions, but that's one of them, the elbow pad.
Sure.
But I believe that's just for juniors. You know, recently they changed the rule. You would have to have 4 fights as an adult to start using elbows. But now in California, if you're over 18, you can start fighting with elbows on your very first fight.
Fun.
Which
and
is,
dangerous.
that's how it is. You go out of state to the tournaments. That's how it is. Rinaldi checks the mouth guard. Timekeeper. There's the bell. Knock Muay Challenge 6. Let's get into it.
Alexis trying to be active. Ooh, big shot from Esteban.
Now you see Esteban southpaw right away. Always interesting. Inside leg kick. Going to be a battle of the rear hand. Ooh, big left hand. Finds its home.
Oh, good teep. from
Perfectly
Alexis.
timed. Esteban smiles. Steps back up. Looks for big hands.
Thudding shot from the outside. Good leg kick.
Garcia answers back. Good rhythm in the stance. Body and head.
Esteban really hunting that left hand.
Garcia, clinch, inside control. They go to the ropes. Rinaldi, early break. Here we go again.
Knee.
The Prajad has slipped down Rinaldi. Quick adjustment. Back to at it. Let's go. Esteban just hammering away with that left hand. And Garcia pulling him into the defensive clinch. Low knee there. They continue.
Marching style from Alexis.
Good pressure from Garcia. 1-2 knee into the clinch. Esteban pushes him back into the ropes. Rinaldi breaks.
Once again in that clinch. Ooh.
Turn. Knee again. Garcia, good work in the clinch here. Stifling Esteban's boxing here. Esteban strong, walking him back. Garcia continues to score.
Lots of success from this clinch.
Big knees there from Garcia to close round 1.
Makes you think, is that going to be indicative of anything from Alexis in the future?
Well, we kind of saw what Esteban wanted to do, and he wanted to hurt him with that left hand, but Garcia was not phased, and he answered back with his own, and Reed knows what to do, and that's to crowd and smother the big puncher, chop his legs, and smother the hands and score the knee.
Yes.
Now, we got thrown into the intro, which has happened before, but my name's Ezra Regan, and I'm joined here today by my co-host and my new co-host on Muay TV, Sal Apollonio. Sal, how we doing?
I'm good. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing great. Oh, here we go. It's hot as hell in here, and these fights are even hotter. Back into it, round 2.
How lucky are we, Ezra? We get to do this. That's fun stuff.
I don't know what I did, but we did something right because here we are. Boom, big knee. Esteban pushes him back. Garcia rides him. See the balance from Garcia. Esteban getting underneath. That's not easy to do for Garcia to move back and knee like that. Oh, big left hand counter off the kick. Esteban steps back up. Oh, jumping knee, clinch. Knee. 2 knees score. Esteban, defensive body lock, blood from the nose. That left hand caught him. You see the blood. Rinaldi lets it go. Boom, left hand again.
Esteban pressing forward.
Great composure from Garcia. The blood not affecting him.
Good
right
response.
back to work with the knee. Blood everywhere.
Esteban's hitting Alexis right after he does these level changes.
Sal, keep your mouth closed. The blood might fly into your mouth. Boom! Big left hook, right hand. Body kick.
3 shots, huge from Alexis.
Garcia bleeding and brawling.
Ring out, reset.
Look at him. For debut fighters, these guys look very skilled and composed in there.
Yeah.
Boom!
Ooh-wee.
Switch. Garcia catches him with a hook. Big teep.
Imbalancing Esteban.
Boom! Left hook, right hand.
Ooh-wee,
5-punch combination.
Way to vie for time from Esteban. Good position.
Esteban presses, punches out of his shoes. Slippity-doo-dah.
Ankle breaker. Oh-wee.
Garcia, a little bit of balance here. Boom!
Ooh-wee.
Into round 2. Now, really competitive fight, but Garcia scored huge that round, even though he got nailed with that left hand off of that counter and busted his nose. He won the rest of that round.
Yeah, he responded great. And it seems that that's been the trend from rounds 1 and 2. He gets hit with a big one, and then he starts locking him up, pressing him in the clinch, scoring big in there too.
Well, you know, these amateurs, how many of these fights do you see end in a big punching knockout? Not very many.
Sure.
So that game plan Esteban is looking for, very difficult to pull off. I mean, you better do it or the other guy's probably going to win on points.
Sure.
And here we go into round 3.
Eventful fight, isn't it? We got blood. We got a few stumbles.
Garcia looks focused. The nose is still dripping. They're going to have Doc look at it. It could be broken with that type of leakage. So if they stop it, Esteban's knockout punch power style is going to pay off big dividends here.
And
there it is.
That's rather unfortunate as a fan to see, just because seeing how good Alexis was doing, but it's totally understandable, and the IKF knows what they're doing.
Also, in an amateur fight, when something causes damage that great, hats off to the kid. You know, give the kid with that left hand. He was looking for that, and he got it. Good KO, good TKO win for Esteban, and we definitely will be seeing him in a couple weeks.
Yeah, look at some of this action. Lots of clinch, lots of damage done by Alexis. But yeah, he'd do these level changes, and then Esteban would find him with a big swing. It didn't quite happen there, what you're seeing on screen, but
he only hit him with that maybe 2 or 3 times, but it was that one where he caught his kick and hit him with the straight left hand on the nose. But Garcia took it well, and Garcia, great young fighter out of Reeds, and we're going to see him again.
yes.
No doubt.
I'd like to see it again.
Man, and this was just the show opener. As they prepare the official announcement, let's send it up to Derek Dennis in the ring.
This fight has come to an end by your referee, Michael Rinaldi, at 16 seconds of round number 3 by Dr. Stoppage. For your winner, fighting out of the blue corner,
Esteban Sanchez, 8 Limbs Muay Thai, Sacramento. Great show opening TKO with the left hand.
Fun debut. 1-0 Esteban. Some free swag getting thrown out to the crowd by our lovely ring girls. That's fun. That's just sporting events for you. I always wondered, what sizes are those shirts?
again, our first 4 bouts of the evening are free on our YouTube channel, All Out. And then after that, we hope you will join us for the pay-per-view section. 3 title fights, 19 fights total tonight. And you can get that pay-per-view at cfs.net.
All right, fight fans, this next fight is an IKF amateur full rules Muay Thai 3 rounds in the middleweight division. First off, starting in the blue corner, welcome William Mack.
All right, our second bout of the evening. William Mack from Antioch, California, coming from that Team Black with Coach Dan Black. And it's been a little bit of time, but I just saw that Dan Black actually had a fight, which was pretty interesting to see. Props to him.
Where is Dan? Dan's not here?
Yeah, isn't that something?
Well, Coach Black, a legend in the scene, and this looks like one of his new fighters. I'm not sure I've seen him, but yeah, Dan just fought in Thailand. Yeah. He's been going on vacation there the last couple of years, and, you know, Dan's game.
Starting with the blue corner. He comes to us today wearing yellow shorts, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 159 pounds. He fights out of Team Black. He brings a 1-1 record to the ring, fighting out of Antioch, California. Please welcome William Mack. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, comes to us today with white shorts, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 164.4 pounds. He fights out of Chayo, Muay Thai. Bringing a 1-2 record to the ring, fighting. Please allow Donis Rodriguez. Your third man in the ring, Mr. Crew, Michael Rinaldi.
Adonis, not Atreyu, but never-ending story. Props. But yeah, it looks like they switched the fighter there, and Adonis, Cheetah. No ring ritual from Dan Black's fighter. Cheetah, traditional Muay Thai. And we're going to go through the sealing of the ring. The ring ritual really depends on the teacher and the gym that you learn it from. You know, you're going to see different versions, some not at all. And that's a beautiful thing. Not everyone has to do the same thing. It depends on how you learn in the lineage of your school's martial art.
Yeah, well said. You know, even our mat fights, in my experience under you, I have sealed even the mat. And but today we're seeing from Mac over here that he's going to defer it.
Yeah, the sealing of the mat, though, we've stopped doing that.
Did we?
Yeah, well, it was kind of, the people promoting it, they wanted to promote Muay Thai, so we wanted to show some of the cultural things, but it just took way too long. There's no ropes, so it was a little bit funny, but we still do the blessing. You still see me do the blessing before the fight.
Sure.
And, yeah, I think depending on the promotion and the situation, you need to be mindful of what's going on. Like, don't do a 10-minute white crew at the PMT. Like, what are you doing? You know.
Let me peacock.
But we're learning. Yeah.
I'm performative.
Yeah. And then get stopped with low kicks in your third PMT.
Oh, no.
They're sealing the headgear. And again, the top 10 headgear, it seems like people are catching on, you know, great visibility, nice aerodynamic design, but the Velcro strap, it comes loose in the middle of the fight, which disturbs everything. You know, you're in the rhythm, you got the heart rate up, and then boom, you got to fix the headgear. So Feeney taping it, and then Rinaldi checks the mouth guard. Now, I noticed the first fight they had Fairtex gloves. These are blackout. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
These are a little more protective. The Fairtex definitely more dangerous, and maybe had something to do with that busted nose.
Yeah, good point. Much more padding in these guys, it seems. Maybe due to the weight discrepancy. Two big shots and a knee.
Now I have seen Dan's fighter before. I take that back. And it is another left-handed fighter against the righty. They get right into it. Don't let the Everlast headgear trick you. This guy, you can see, boom, timed well. But this guy has a good shot selection. He knows what he's doing. Cracked him with a right hand. Adonis presses him back into the ropes. Knee to the leg.
Body clinch.
Oh, he's walking him.
Turn hard. I wonder if he's still feeling the effects of that.
Will, teep to the chin. Slides away.
Knee. Lifted him with that knee. Jogging for position over there on that opposite corner.
Right side knee scoring for Mac. Mac boxes him in. Nice frame. Right back to pressure. Elbows into the clinch. Knee to the body. Frames him up. Rodriguez needs to let those hands go.
Deep breaths.
Mac doing a good job of keeping the pressure on him. Nice timing on the jab. Back into the clinch. Knee. But yeah, Rodriguez just defensive clinch. Not working. Mac creating some space. Knee to the body. Rodriguez turns him into the round.
Now you're saying don't be fooled by the Everlast headgear, but whenever I see that guy in the gym, I'm a little weary of them. I go, oh no.
Yeah, you can't always judge the fighter by how fancy their equipment is. It's like that new guy in the gym, and he's got those winning gloves. He's got $800 gloves, but his left hook is trash.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But also, we used to do the sleeper cell stealth mode where we would train in the gym with normal shorts. We never would wear the Muay Thai shorts. We would always want to be the sleeper cell.
Yeah,
you couldn't tell our experience until we were kicking you. But yeah, this guy, solid fighter. He took one on the chin. You saw him buckle there, but then he got right back to work. And tactically, he was doing the right thing for the tall fighter. Let's see if Rodriguez can touch his chin again. You know what? Once you're concussed, if you just touch that brain again in a similar manner, it doubles the impact.
Sure.
Doubles the damage. And you see him going for it. Mac wastes no time. Right to the clinch. Turns it.
Jockeying for position. Real close to getting full clinch.
Good control. Rinaldi letting him work. Boom. Inside leg kick from Rodriguez. Answered back by Mac. Back to the knee. Big knee attack.
Using that leg bar to try to fence some off. Touched him from far with that cross.
Mac not looking to kick at all. He's looking to punch, elbow, and knee. Backs him into the corner again. Working the dirty boxing. Rodriguez, one under, one over. Rodriguez body language a little weary.
And when he's clinching, he's just looking for that break instead of jockeying. Good body lock, though. And we're going to be waiting for the break here.
Mac doing a good job of pressuring. He's got to score in the clinch there. Can't just let Rodriguez smother. Oh, big knees there. Up. No step-through sweeps in Muay Thai. Knee to the body. Turn. Double turn. Rodriguez boxes him in.
And after every break, man, you got to take a look at Rodriguez.
Deep breath.
Seems like his engine's kind of failing him.
Boom! Jumping knee from Mac.
Ooh-wee.
Corner wants him to separate and look for the elbows. Rodriguez underhook, holds on. He wobbles, hands down. 10 seconds left in the round.
Oh, volume. Volume from Mac.
Boom! Round 2.
So we were talking about it quite a bit there. He looks a little discouraged.
The body language.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What as a corner man, what do you say to him to, get his fire back?
I would be all over him, because one of the early things you learn in the gym is body language. And it's not like he's been dropped. He just looks tired. And then whether you're landing or not, that's what the judges see too. The body language and the technique matter in Muay Thai, especially if it goes to the cards.
Sure.
Even if your kick lands, if you're standing tired and it's a tiredly landed shot, they might not even count it.
Yeah.
Not
right.
even proper form. You just flailed your leg out there.
Yeah, you took all the effort to put it out there and it didn't do anything.
But also it shows what's going on inside.
Yeah, sure.
You can still be fighting, but not 100%. He needs to get the guard up. I'd be on him in that corner, and I'm sure Nick is. You can still win. He's got 2 minutes. He can land. All it takes is one.
Not sure. Oh, a tape issue?
Top 10 technical difficulties. And that kind of worked out for him, didn't it? Because now he gets another breather.
Yeah, actually.
His arms are resting.
Yeah, unknowingly crafty, actually.
Well, this place is filling up. And you know what? All Out is one of the top Muay Thai promotions in NorCal. Almost a sister promotion of Rising Stars.
Sure.
And you see the culture here. I mean, you got a lot of shows, but this is one of the NorCal authentic Muay Thai shows. And, I mean, you see it.
Yeah,
Sponsored
truthfully.
by Singha. Here we go.
That Singha stuff is real good, let me tell you what. Feints from the outside from Mac, and he goes up top. Oh, two big shots, stumbling him. Rodriguez is hurt. He's reaching for the clinch, looking for an out.
That damage on the outside from Mac there, those were extremely heavy punches, but the clinch in the knee all day.
Yeah.
When he's punching from the outside, Rodriguez can hit him back, but in the clinch, no chance.
Yeah, sure.
He's just manhandling him in the clinch. Look at him walking him back.
Just to get Mac in the ribs, he's got to put his knee to his armpit, it seems.
Rodriguez still looking for that big shot. Boom.
Ooh-wee.
Mac knee into the ropes. Mac not breathing hard. Looking sharp.
Picking his shots.
What's that left? Ooh.
Way to reestablish that
Knee.
clinch. Lovely. Lovely knee.
Mac just sticking to his system here. Punch heavy, into the clinch, smother, and knee. And Rodriguez having a tough time figuring that out.
1-2 landed flush there for Mac.
Boom, there's that two-punch combination again.
Yeah, Mac's corner asking him to create some space to get those shots because they know that those are the significant ones.
That one comes to a close, and William Mack from Team Black in good control there, and a good, tall, strong fighter at that weight. Now Sal, first time calling Knock Muay Challenge here in Stockton. We've done Rising Stars over the last year or so, and like you said, we're so blessed to get the opportunity to do these. But also, we've been working our butts off.
Ain't that right?
You know, about 2 years ago, we started the media and building the Muay TV team. And about a year ago, I decided I want to do Muay Thai commentary.
Sure.
And here we are. We've been putting in the work, and the game wants us.
Yeah.
You know, I talked to Glenn and Nico, the promoter here at Rising Stars, and said, yeah, we would love to call your guys' fights, and we're doing it for Muay Thai. You know, we want to make the show as good as possible, and we want Muay Thai practitioners working the show. The judges, the announcer, the commentators. Such a big part of the show. But yeah, big shout out to the All Out family and Knock Muay Challenge for giving us the opportunity. And I'm looking forward to doing a lot more in the future.
Yeah, right.
Here we go for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight has gone 3 rounds in the middleweight division and gone to the judges' scorecards. By unanimous decision for your winner, fighting out of the blue corner, William Mack.
So William Mack bringing another win home. And yes, I do know William. My bad, Will. Great show. And these guys were going at it.
Yeah.
Rodriguez had a lot to handle there with that tall guy.
Big knee.
Yeah.
Big knee.
Flying knee at you. He cracked him, though. He had him wobble. But obviously, William, good chin and right back to it.
Those t-shirts don't go anywhere until those noise starts happening. Who wants a t-shirt tonight? Because you gotta make noise. You gotta throw your hands in the air and let the girls know that you want those t-shirts. And they got arms, so they can roll all the way to the back of it.
2 fights remaining on our preliminaries. Here comes the next one. We'll send it up to Derek at Ring Center.
This is Artur Tantusyan, and I hope I didn't butcher that. I believe he is of Armenian descent, if I were to be guessing. He's from Fresno, California, from Livewire MMA. He's coached by Jason Von Flue, former UFC fighter. I believe he has the first Ezekiel choke in the UFC. Little fun facts for you.
I've never seen this camp before. Live-wired MMA.
Yeah.
And this young man looking to represent in the Muay Thai ring.
Please welcome Billy Marco.
And making his way is Billy Markin. He's coming from Oakdale, California. He has a 1-0 record, and he is from Legend Elite Kickboxing, coached by Justin Smitley and Michael McDonald.
Legend Elite Kickboxing, again, another new gym to me, and both of these guys in their second amateur fight, so another evenly matched one. And here comes Billy Marcon.
Now, Livewire MMA in the blue corner, they are from Fresno, California. Real cool to see a SoCal gym coming up to the NorCal circuit.
Billy looks pumped.
This is an intense intro music.
He
Crazy
stepped over the
walkout.
top rope. He smiled and mugged the other corner.
Three rounds in the super welterweight division. First off, starting in the blue corner, he comes to us today with black shorts on, standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 152.4 pounds out of Live Wire MMA. He brings an undefeated record of 1 win and 0 losses, fighting out of Fresno, California. Please welcome Artur Kantusha. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing in at 150.6 pounds, fighting out of Legend Elite Kickboxing. He also brings an undefeated record to the ring at 1 win and 0 losses, fighting out of Oakdale, California. Please welcome Billy Marco. Your third man in the ring, Mr. Drew Michael Rinaldi.
So no ring ritual for either of those. These guys are going to get right into it.
No, I'm not sure if I'm being fooled, but is Billy's chin strap on? I'm having a hard time seeing.
It is. It's just underneath the chin.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my
Ooh,
goodness.
Lunging 1-2. Face teep from Billy. Oh, he's a face teep. Spinning attack from Billy. Wild pace.
Wow. What
Hit
a
him on the
start
break.
to fight number 3 tonight. Fight number 3 brought to you by Only Dads. Oh, big two-punch
big.
combination finds its home. He body locks, backs him in. And not much Muay Thai going on in there. These guys are throwing knockout shots. Every shot is the home run. Boom! Big right hand into the body lock. Spins him into our table. Rinaldi getting the control on the action. He didn't like that.
This is the second time he's reprimanded him for some of his throws.
Well, again, that kid is pumped. You saw him get in the ring, and I mean, he hasn't fell down, but he almost looks a little out of control.
Yeah.
Ooh!
Big leg kick from Artur.
Now, Artur has turned his back in the clinch twice, which is not a good thing to do. Once again, no elbows in this fight, and it almost looks like a kickboxing fight.
Right.
Oh, that knee hurt him. Artur with the 8 count. Rinaldi taking a close look. He wants to continue. He walks forward.
Billy's probing already.
Yeah, Billy feels it.
Oh,
Kick to the
lunging
face.
attack. A little
Oh,
gamesmanship.
Artur didn't like that. Artur right back at him. Body lock. Here he comes. Oh, what a, it's like a car wreck.
There you see the ego helping, you know? Help or hurt, right there. He's looks like he's biting down and going for it now. Ooh, but he eats a big knee from Billy. Oh.
Billy just so explosive and active in there, not giving Artur much of a chance.
Just looking at his physique, he looks like an athlete. Well, high pace with that one.
These 150-pounders, these guys got some power.
Yeah.
Billy refuses to sit. Ring card girl Kendra, I know her. She's she works at Uriah's, and she does the A1 combat shows.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. Also, I think she used to be a Raiderette.
Really?
You a football fan, Sal?
Yeah, you know.
Are you? Don't
No,
lie.
I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't even watch the Super Bowl last year. Whoops.
Halftime show?
Yeah, that's
Kendrick
about
Lamar.
it. No. Oh, that was good. I did see that.
Yeah. Bell bottoms, you know.
Yeah.
The shuffle.
I saw the stage was built like a PlayStation controller.
Here we go.
That was cool.
Round 3 of a wild one. Billy bounces. Artur pushes the headgear back. Bites down on the mouthpiece. Here we go.
Back to this frenetic pace once again.
Oh!
Spinning back heel kick from Billy. Oh, Billy was continuing the gamesmanship in between the rounds. Oh, big knee from Artur, though, and a plow from Billy.
Rinaldi didn't like that one either. These guys a little out of control, and Billy just running him into the ground.
Think he's going to take a point here? There it is.
And you know what? I'm not mad at it. He gave him 3 clear warnings. It is a Muay Thai rules fight. Artur's still in it.
Yeah.
You know, this big guy, Billy's coming after him, but you see Artur, he has not given up, and all it takes is one. He's got 1 point back. Let's see what he can do with this.
Searching for the left hook is Artur.
Yeah, he
Now
wants
he's
that.
tearing up.
Ooh, big
knee.
shot to the body there with the knee. Artur barely missing the left hook right hand. Oh.
Head out of the ring.
Man, it is a cat fight in there. Oh, 2-punch through the ropes. Rinaldi saves him. Good job there by the referee. Oh, catches him coming in. He slowly crawls back up to his feet. Artur still in it. Oh, head drag. Defensive clinch.
Billy not throwing the soft ones today. It's either a flying knee, a spinning attack, or a knockout punch.
Yeah, Billy is like a cannon.
Yeah.
He just loads. Here he goes. Bam!
Big knees from Billy.
And Billy's conditioning is great. Look at him.
Yeah.
He's good. Actually, there, he buckles a little bit.
Ooh. Ooh. Big overhand.
Time's winding down. There it is. Now, despite all the brawling and the amazing amount of energy put out by both fighters, not too much damage.
Yeah.
I think the most damage they did was fatigue, and you see them in the corner there. And then, let's see how they recover.
Yes.
One more.
Something we're seeing on the screen here is it looks like he put a lot of volume into the body. Big thudding shots from Billy. A lot of overhand right.
But the wild shots, and again, the major energy being put out, not too much damage.
Sure.
So the lessons there, you know.
It was the one standing 8 count, I think, right?
No, that was he took a point away.
Oh.
Was there an 8 count? Oh, it was the body shot.
Yeah,
You're correct. Well, what a crazy fight. Let's see, round 3.
Coach Jason Von Flew.
We got a standing 8 count. We got a 1 point deduction for body slams.
Ooh-wee. Swinging it like a fastball. Oh-wee. Close to the head with that knee.
Big wailing hooks from both fighters, and they tumble to the ground.
Face teep once again from Billy.
Again, big effort there, but falls.
Yeah.
Now, as a boxing coach and someone that comes from a boxing background, my brother's side, this guy should hit the body more.
Yeah, you already heard him there.
They're swinging big shots to the head and missing. I mean, it's like body head. Stabilize the guy, then try to hit the head. They're swinging and swinging at shadows. Here we go.
Another wailing right hand. Gets him in a schoolboy headlock.
Boom! There it is!
Right on cue.
Oh, man. Artur's back up. Billy liked it.
The acoustics on that was insane. Big heavy shot to the body. Whiffing head kick from Artur. Billy was going for a spinning attack. Instead gets a knee for his troubles, and then he football tackles him once again to the ground.
Artur looked like he fell down there.
Yeah.
It looked like a jiu-jitsu type move where he was going to pull guard.
I do believe both of these gyms are MMA gyms.
So it makes sense. Ooh, up knee.
Just blocking with the arms.
Cross-arm defense against the knee strike.
Yeah.
Oh, both go down head first. Back up to his feet. Both fighters okay. Bang! Oh, teep to the face for the road. And there it is. What a wild fight.
You gotta love Soulja Boy crank that. Playing right after the last round.
Now, you don't need to be a Muay Thai practitioner to fight on Muay Thai cards, but you see the difference. Again, you don't have to be a Muay Thai practitioner to fight in the Muay Thai ring, but your style needs to be effective. And you got to kind of see what other striking styles look like compared to Muay Thai, and the control of the Thai boxer, the balance, the timing. And you can see a lot more damage can be done than just swinging and tackling.
Well said.
And again, the amount of effort, it's like they fought 3 fights. That was crazy.
All right, my fans, this fight has gone the distance and gone to the judges' scorecards for a unanimous decision. Fighting out of the red corner,
Billy Markin getting the nod.
Good win for Billy, and I hope we see both of these young fighters back in the Muay Thai ring.
Sure.
And at 150, that's a stacked weight class, and those guys are sure to have some exciting matchups against the area's Nak Muay. Probably not going to face another MMA stylist when they fight again. I mean, the chances of having 2 MMA guys fight each other on one of these shows is rare.
Sure.
You know, these guys are definitely going to face some of the area's lineage Nak Muay.
Yeah, Nico putting that one together. That was an entertaining one.
John Smitley and Michael McDonald striking systems.
Taking that back to Oakdale.
Jeffrey Lumbendau out of Cortez, Full Circle MMA. Coach Eric Cortez. 0-1 out of Lathrop, California. He stands 5'6", and this fight is in the 127-pound division.
Showing up motivated, skipping his way out to the ring through the tunnel. And going through the middle of the ropes. Usually, conventionally, Thai boxers go over the ropes, and here he is going through the middle. Kind of ties into what we were talking about before, about the customs and rituals, and Jim's deciding on what to do.
Ben Graves from Lodi, California. He's 1-0. Also, one MMA fight. Stands 5'7" out of Raw Beyond Limits. Gym.
It's a sick
Coach
name.
Anthony Henrik.
Raw Beyond Limits.
That means extremely raw.
That's so raw, dude. The heart's basically still beating. It's so raw.
Now, I'm very familiar with this coach. He used to be coach at Audacious, and I haven't seen him for a while. And also, this fighter looks very familiar.
Yeah, I can't
Ben
place
Graves. But yeah, they're getting into the ring rituals. You got a lot of MMA guys.
This next fight is an IKF amateur full rules Muay Thai. 3 rounds in the featherweight division. First off, starting in the blue corner, he comes to us today wearing purple shorts trimmed in black, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 126.2 pounds. He fights out of Cortez, Full Circle MMA. He brings an 0-1 record to a ring today, fighting out of Lathrop, California. Please welcome Jeffrey Lumina. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us today wearing black shorts trimmed in red, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 125.4 pounds, fighting out of Raw Beyond Limits. He brings an undefeated record to the ring, has 1 win and 0 losses, fighting out of Lodi, California. Please welcome Ben Graves. For the third man in the ring, Jets, you gotta stop.
Fourth fight of the evening. This fight is brought to you and sponsored by Muay TV.
Hey, that's us.
Hey,
Huh.
Muay TV podcast. Also, Muay TV promotion production.
Man,
Shout out to the whole crew.
many hats. Hi, Chris. Ooh, big head kick from Ben. Pummels into the clinch and knees.
Heavy punching from Jeffrey as
Yeah.
he sits on the front leg. Ben looking for space, using various weapons from the outside.
Ben with that teep feint. Ooh, wee, 2 big elbows from the single collar tie. Ooh, threw that jab from way back. Ooh, big and balancing from Ben. Beautiful game. Ooh, trying to go inside low and then back, spinning back heel kick. Then he takes a shot to the gens for it.
Low blow.
I believe he has up to 5 minutes. So they say.
Here we go. Back to the action. Ben switching stance. Jeffrey pressing.
Oh,
Boom! Catches him with
elbow.
the elbow on the way in.
Oh, he's pressing it now.
Jeffrey looks okay. Clear eyes, right back to work. Ben again fighting off the back foot. Various weapons from the outside.
Ooh, big teep. Folded him over. And another elbow. Oh, a little obstruction from the referee. Ben staying defensively responsible, though.
Good mobility from Ben.
Oh, and he gets imbalanced himself. Finds himself on the ground. Yeah, Ben's cadence is very cool, calm, collected, you know? Very sabai.
Using a lot of different weapons and angles. And again, the elbow was perfectly timed as Jeffrey stepped into punch. And it was just that straight elbow. And you don't got to move the arm very much at all. The guy's basically coming forward right into it. It's like running your head into a cabinet in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And man,
double impact.
That'll leave a mark.
And let me go ahead and remind you guys that there's going to be the entire event on pay-per-view at www.cfslive.net. At the conclusion of this fight, go ahead and meet us over there. Trying to do that straight elbow from the front side again.
Jeffrey looking for his own elbow. He wants some payback. Oh, elbow again.
Although illegal, quite effective.
Yeah, now the low blow on the kick, always a interesting subject. And yeah, not illegal. Didn't look like it was on purpose. They
Right.
kicked at the same time. Here he goes. He looks fine. Referee gives him a chance to recover.
Referee giving Jeffrey the laws of the land in here. And time in. Lots of lateral movement from Jeffrey. Darts in with a 1-2. That was glancing.
Jeffrey wants those hands. You can see.
Heavy kick from the outside from Ben.
Ben, interesting style.
Yeah.
Switching stance. Not an easy style to pull off. Boom, Jeffrey. Oh, Ben turns him into the ropes. Double trip. Oh, Jeffrey comes out on top on the scramble. Big 1-2. Coach is screaming for the hands. Pressure with the boxing.
There it is.
Ooh, big knee return from Ben. Oh. Elbow over the top.
Huge elbow.
Here comes Jeffrey. Ben ties him up. Walks him into the ropes.
Ben looking unfazed with everything that's going on.
Jeffrey pressing. Ben looking a little weary. Elbow. Jeffrey's got a lot more power on his shots. Here he comes. Oh, big elbow. He's looking for that defensive elbow.
Double spin.
Jeffrey catches him coming in. Right hand. Elbow ineffective. Boxes him in.
Ben breathing with his mouth open.
Knee. Boom. Big second round there for Jeffrey in the blue corner. And you see the signs of fatigue on Ben as he retreats to the stole. One more round to go.
Makes you think, could this be a turning of the tide?
Now, watching fights, you have to pay attention to the accuracy. You know, a lot of the shots, they glance off the gloves or they don't hit anything.
True.
You know, you have to watch closely. And our seats tonight, we can see everything. But with our production team, with this amazing camera work and these angles we have, hope the people watching at home, you guys can see clearly as well. And you have to watch for that. Just because the guy throws, it's got to hit. It's got to hit the target.
Mm-hmm. And something that was spoken about on the last podcast was the Muay Thai fans of California celebrate everything.
No, and actually, it starts getting desperate. It makes you look bad.
Yeah,
you know, your cheering is not credible. It's performative. It's performative scoring. You know, like you're desperate to win.
Both of the fighters just chunking them.
Jeffrey wasting no time. Big kick upstairs from Ben. You see Jeffrey, though, right back to work. He wants to get Ben back into the red. He's going to make this a brawl and get Ben back to where he was tired.
Probing feints from Ben, trying to imbalance with that inside left leg to the leg.
Walks him into the ropes. Knee to the body. Ben
Body
rests.
lock from Ben.
The body language, you see the gloves drop. Catches him with a jab. Jeffrey's right there. His turn.
Jeffrey's corner telling him to swarm him.
He's looking for his spot.
Tired.
Boom!
Oh,
left hook, right hand.
Left hook.
Bang! Right hand up again. Again, all headshots. Would love to see the body work here with the hands. Especially on a tall fighter like Ben. Big target.
Ben trying to turn him and elbow off the exit.
Oh, no energy from Ben. Look at him.
Still slipping the shot. Spinning elbow. Why
but
not?
He lands the elbow, but it doesn't do anything. Big jab from Jeffrey. And again, power. Just because it landed, it didn't do any damage. Jeffrey ate it and then punched him in the face. Standing 8 count.
Interesting.
Now, the body language and the fatigue, I don't know. The referee, he didn't like it. He wanted to save the fighter there. Oh! Big right hand from Jeffrey. Backs him up.
Huge shots.
Good close to the fight. Saved by the bell.
Yeah, gets a standing 8 count at the end of the 3rd round and didn't get a count of his own within the 1st round when he knocked him down with that elbow.
Conditioning a factor in the last half of that fight, and we saw Ben doing well early, but Jeffrey, the better conditioned fighter, and I had him winning on the cards. Now, I believe we have one more preliminary fight before we go to the pay-per-view, Sal.
What a treat.
Yeah, so you guys watching at home, one more free bout. You guys get an opportunity to see what we have going here at Muay Challenge 6. It's summer in Stockton, and you won't want to miss the pay-per-view. Also, support Muay Thai. You know, quit just buying T-shirts and liniment oil with CBD and buy the pay-per-view. It's $30.
Yeah, right.
Is it? I don't know. How much is the pay-per-view?
I can't tell you.
Even if it was $50. That's like a pepperoni pizza in a 6-pack of Coors Light. No, Singha. Shout out to our sponsor, Singha. Jeffrey looking fresh. Looks like he could do a couple more rounds. The producer, Glenn, he just told me the pay-per-view is $20.
$20.
Unbelievable.
What a bargain.
Shout out Muay Challenge, Nico and Glenn. Let's go. $20. You guys better tap in, double tap, subscribe, like, share.
All right, fight fans, this fight has gone the distance to the judges' scorecards. For your winner by unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Jeffrey Lumidal.
Great competition.
Yeah, good battle. And you see what it meant to Jeffrey there. That yell, that's like when Berto wins the belt in Washington. You know, he's like, this kid put in time. time and came and fought hard. And yeah, it is just a 3-round amateur fight, but in his world, it's everything.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go. I respect it. Love it. Passion. Got to get the pick with the coaches. You know, these guys putting in the work too.
Regular formalities.
And man, look at them. They're sweaty just like the fighter. It's like they're fighting. They'll be pumped up, partying tonight.
Speaking of clothes, does anybody like t-shirts? Because if you want a t-shirt, you got to be loud. And you got to scream with your hands in the air. Who wants a t-shirt? T-shirt time. T-shirt time. T-shirt time. All right, fight fans, this next fight is 3 rounds in the super welterweight division. Please welcome, fighting out of the blue corner, Joshua Scott Gomez.
All right, making his way to the ring is Joshua Scott Gomez from Milpitas, California. He's donning a 2-1 record, and he's out of the Ascend Muay Thai gym, coached by Chris and Jackie Hong.
Now this is our last preliminary fight, but this is going to be a big one. 2-1 out of Ascend Muay Thai. Great fighters, very well conditioned and very well mentally trained by the coaches there.
Right.
We just fought one of their young teenagers at Shadow Pack PMT.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, welcome Luis Saravia.
Out of the red corner, this is Luis Saravia. He's coming from Sacramento, California, under the Sitong Sai camp, held by Joshua Sitong Sai. And also in his corner is Sai Hansen.
Now, Luis Saravia, Taekwondo expert. And Luis has just hit the scene in the last year. And you see his record, 4-1. I believe he was just down in Bangkok, Arizona, and fought on the X promotion down there. And quickly racked up 5 fights on his record. And again, he's 4-1. But he comes in as a Taekwondo master teacher. So great outside kicker, and this is going to be an interesting test because you know the Ascend Nak Muay is going to be prepared.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is an IKF Amateur Full Rules Muay Thai. 3 rounds in the super welterweight division. Starting off in your blue corner, he comes to us today wearing black shorts trimmed in white, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 152 pounds, representing Ascend Muay Thai. He brings a 2-1 record to the ring, fighting out of Milpitas, California. Please welcome Joshua Scott Gomez. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, comes to us today wearing black shorts trimmed in white. Standing 5 feet 4 inches tall, he weighed in at 151.6 pounds, representing Sit Kansai Camp. He brings a 4-1 record to the ring, fighting out of Sacramento, California. Please welcome Luis Saravia. Your third man in the ring, Mr. Jess Gasta.
Again, you see Saravia's shorts from ex-Muay Thai Xavier. Again, shout out the Arizona scene. And Bangkok, Arizona. Another one of the hotbeds of American Muay Thai. And again, you see in the corner for Saravia, multiple-time champion. Sai the Gunslinger Hansen, and Crew Josh, Sitong Sai himself.
Yeah, good lineage Louise is coming from. Also deep roots. Very cool to have that connection with a sister gym that's out of state.
Now, I watched Saravia fight just a few months ago on this, and I believe it was his second fight. And I didn't know who he was. Josh wasn't even here. And, you know, it was like his second fight, and he started throwing his left leg, and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? He looks like he has 30 fights. And then I talked to Sai, and he's like, yeah, this guy, you know, he's a black belt in Taekwondo, yada, yada. And, man, that's, you know, it's not Taekwondo, but all those years of kicking and training, that's definitely gives him an advantage. Let's see how they approach this fight from Ascent against this outside left kicker in Saravia.
Sure.
Now you notice no shin guards, no headgear. You know, they're past 4 fights, so now, you know, things get a little bit sharper.
Yeah.
No headgear, no shin guards, and the placement's more important.
Yeah, right.
Here we go. Knock Muay Challenge 6. Referee checks with the ringside officials. Mouthpiece is in.
Formalities exchanged from both fighters.
Traditional start. Swag.
Rhythm shown. Tipa from the outside from Louise.
Now, it takes proper training, also belief to start slow like this. The feeling out period. And in traditional Muay Thai in Thailand, this is known as a beautiful pace, where the pace increases, almost like a play or an opera. There's that left leg from Saravia.
Right.
Boom, big answer back.
Oh, huge right hand.
Gomez tie hops in. Saravia catches him with the right hook. Inside low kick.
Whipping leg kick from Josh.
Gomez staying patient, looking for his openings, not sure. Boom, right hand. Saravia catches him with that right hook again. Flash knockdown. The referee lets him go. That was clean. Boom, inside. Right hook again. Oh, big left side.
Big head kick. Significant shots here.
Gomez looking for payback. Saravia's right hook looking nasty tonight.
Back in orthodox for Saravia. Back to southpaw. Transitioning footwork.
Picking his shots. He wants those hands again. You know, once the hands are a concern, the left leg becomes that much more dangerous. There it was. Gomez saw it that time into the double underhooks.
What I'm seeing from Louise is he's being quick without hurry. You know, after he throws his phrase, he's back in his pocket stance, back to his rhythm.
Now, the timing on the hook was beautiful, but the other thing you saw was him go to the body with that straight left hand. The straight left hand to the body. It almost works like a kick, and then it just sets up the headshot even better. And in Muay Thai, you have the 3 quadrants. You know, you don't just have 2 quadrants. You have 3. Head, body, and the legs.
Sure. Well said.
And, man, if it was real estate, look at the size of the head compared to the body.
Sure.
And, I mean, both of these guys are fit, but look at the body. It has 8 times the more surface area. If you're going to throw rocks at them, you probably try to throw it at their body.
Good point.
Let's go. Round 2.
Man.
Ooh-wee. Gomez, rhythm step. Bang, Saravia. Left hand down the middle.
Kick catch from Saravia. Now he's
right hand.
flurry.
Saravia right hook. Man, that hook comes out of nowhere, and
Right.
Gomez felt it. Look at the eyes. Ooh.
Big left leg from Saravia. Gomez just missing the mark with that kick tonight.
Left hand, right hook.
Ooh, Gomez hitting the body twice with that one. Saravia very patient on the outside.
Counter shot. Right hook again. Gomez chops.
Chops again, but eats one to the head.
Interesting shot selection from Saravia, the left-legged Taekwondo expert, going with heavy hands today.
Kind of funny how he chambered his kick like a Taekwondo kick.
Ooh, kick side.
Deep fainting, playing with the rhythms.
Taking his time.
Oh,
Boom, body
good
kick
setup.
scores from Gomez.
Might have been his best kick of the night so far. Little Sanchai feint on the outside from Gomez.
Both fighters looking for their spot. Saravia feels like he's up on the points. Fair enough. Boom, big score there. Backs him into the ropes. Looking for the hands.
Ooh-wee.
Again, interesting strategy from Sittong side camp, and everyone knows what Saravia does.
Yeah, right.
But do we? You know, he comes out, he's throwing bombs with the hands, and that right hook, been money all night.
Yeah.
Now, Gomez, it looked like he got rattled, maybe a little hurt.
Yeah.
You know, he's had plenty of time to try to launch an attack, but he's been extremely cautious. Let's see what the coach wants him to do this round in a close one. But I feel like Saravia up on the cards.
Yeah, certainly. And, you know, getting stumbled like that early in the fight, it makes you think if that affects him down the road in the story of the fight. Is that going to make him more hesitant? Is that going to make him want to get back more? But here we are, third round.
Third round, and you know what? Muay Challenge 6 is sold out. It is packed in here. Here we go, round 3.
I'm feeling every bit of body heat. I'm telling you.
Now, again, this will be our last preliminary fight. We'll be taking a short intermission. We hope you guys will be joining us for the pay-per-view section on cfslive.net. $20 pay-per-view, NorCal Muay Thai. Let's go.
In this economy, $20. How are you not sold on it already?
I love that. Saravia. Kick side.
Playing with footwork here. Switching
Gomez.
back and forth. Ooh, big hook.
Ooh, big kick, blind upstairs, upside the temple. Gomez reacts. Off balance, flash knockdown. Saravia pops up. You can see look at that front leg snap kick. You can see the amount of skill and hours of kick sparring this guy has. Look at him, so comfortable there. But anytime Gomez tries to launch an attack, he gets hit with that right hook.
Yeah.
But look at, that's not enough. Boom, he takes a chance there. Bang, gets hit by a Saravia punch. Body.
Ooh, trying to kill him with that cross.
Ooh, step back chop. Time's winding down. 20 seconds.
Feints the right, goes high left, and goes cross.
Saravia
upstairs.
wants to finish strong. Gomez, cautious. High teep. Saravia. 10 seconds.
Pull cross from Saravia. Jockeying in the clinch on the ropes over here. Gomez, good position. Oh, end of the round.
The two fighters show respect, and a good, clean performance by Luis Saravia.
Very fun.
And you see that experience, him jumping up to no pads in a year. And, yeah, that traditional martial art experience, don't dog it.
Sure.
Don't dog it. A lot of skills built there that are transferable into Muay Thai.
Yeah, Saravia showed a level of proficiency that, you know, he's always looked good in the ring, but man, it looks like he really jumped up a few levels.
Here we have the lovely ring card girls, and it's we're throwing these shirts out, and like you said, are these different sizes? I mean, can I exchange mine if it's the wrong size? Is it a crop tee? I mean, what are we working with?
I hope so.
I want one. The blue one. Here we go to center ring. Derek with the official announcement.
This fight has gone 3 rounds in the super welterweight division and gone to the judges' scorecards. The judges have scored a unanimous decision for your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Luis Sarabia.
And rightfully so.
Yes, great job by the judges so far tonight. We have not disagreed.
Yep.
And you know what? That's important because I'm the shadow judge.
Ain't that right?
And yeah, you guys out there, you know, you got a fight, you want me to look at it, send it to me. I'll score it, and I'll tell you the truth. I'll be like, you lost. You lost. Look it. You know, we can settle that debate. Again, short intermission, our pay-per-view section coming up for $20 on CFSLive.net. Join us. Man, in that opening section of the card, Sal, that could have been in the middle.
Yeah.
Those were great fights. And the main event title fights tonight, I'm really excited because this is the future of NorCal.
Right.
Joseph Vaduya, one of the hottest names in California at the moment.
Yes.
Alan Ramos reads martial arts. Just a young superstar.
Sure.
Daniel Gonzalez on the rise, 4-0 from 8-Limb Muay Thai. Gabe DeCina representing the 415 with a powerhouse style.
Gonna be fun.
We got the Young Bucks, Axel and Arnez, gonna go at it for the junior 127-pound Knock Muay Challenge promotional belt. And yeah, there's a couple other really interesting matchups where maybe it's a younger guy versus an older guy. And then I'm always interested to see what the area is going to bring.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
And again, as a coach, I'm here scouting.
Yeah, we're never too far gone from one another. When it comes to California Muay Thai, these gyms, we're tight-knit. I'll see you every weekend. What's going on with you?
The new guys need to recognize that because some of the new guys, you know, they crash out, they do too much, and then we're going to see each other. It's like baseball.
Yeah.
We're going to play 160 games this year, and you look like a crazy guy at the last one.
Yeah.
What are you doing? That was me. That was me about 20 years ago. Now I shake hands and hug. You know, I see the Fossums. How you doing? You used to be like, damn, Ezra's here.
Great.
He's gonna crash out. But you know what? My coach used to do that. I got that. A lot of that, you learn it. You know, and I was an apprentice under a master cornerman trainer, Nasser Navaroni, but he was a monster in the corner. If he lost a bad decision, that, you know, he felt like he got robbed, he would stand in the ring.
Just
He wouldn't leave
disrupting.
just for like 10 minutes, just to kind of, you know, make sure people knew and to
Unreal.
rattle the show a little bit. But yeah, you're never coming back to that show, but he knew that. He was a promoter. He knows, you know. I respect it. Whatever.
No, for sure.
But yeah, a lot of times there's no reason for that. Sportsmanship. And if you lose, take it on the chin.
Yeah, true.
You know?
Back in the lab, you do it again.
Better win by knockout.
Yeah.
Or just when you're outclassing an opponent, that's when it's annoying. When you just totally outclass the guy and you still lost, it's like, what? Josel Gutierrez, 0-1, 159 pounds, 5'10". Mateo Muay Thai and coach Paul Mateo. This fight is sponsored and brought to you by Cal Air, Heating and Air.
Making his way to the ring, Dara Shokrihanaga, fighting out of Sitong Sai Camp in Sacramento, California, once again. Coached by Joshua Atkins. You might see some familiar faces because their camp just fought in the last bout. Dara Shokrihanaga kind of had to, you know, I'm afraid to butcher a man's name, but I'm also more afraid of not facing a challenge. So, Dara, I hope I didn't butcher that. You let me know on Instagram.
Kevin Cummings in the corner with the Muay TV socks.
Ooh-wee.
Let's go.
That's sick.
And the New Balance, very clean.
What a fit. Don't drown in the grip.
Let's go. Dara, another one of these Sitong Sai fighters, and it says he's 0-0, but I know that's incorrect. I just saw him fight. He fought on Rising Stars.
Mm-hmm.
But another one of these fighters where he has more experience than that record shows.
This next fight is an IKF amateur full rules Muay Thai with 3 rounds in the middleweight division. First off, starting out in the blue corner, he comes to us today with burgundy shorts trimmed in gold. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 154 pounds. Fighting out of Matao Muay Thai. He brings an 0-1 record to the ring, fighting out of Reinhardt, California. Please welcome Josel Gutierrez. His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, comes to us today in camouflage shorts, standing 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighing in at 156.2 pounds out of Sitong Sai Camp. He is making his debut fight tonight, fighting out of Sacramento, California. Please welcome Dara Shokrihanaga. Your third man in the ring, Mr. Daniel Castillo.
Again, Sitong Sai and crew Josh, he just has a stable of killers over there. And I want to know, you know, where do these guys come from? Do they all know each other?
Right.
You know, through Wig or Sai or Kevin? Because it seems like they attract this talent from out of the area. You know, and Dara's another one. And Sarah Villa, another.
Right.
And again, we get to see Sitong Sai Camp, 2 fights in a row. Now, Josh Sitong Sai, he's from Eugene, Oregon. And me and Josh are related. I trained Josh for several fights when he first came to the area in about 2012, 2013, 14. But he's from Eugene, Oregon under Tong Sai Cobb. And has opened up a couple of gyms here in Sacramento and trained some great champions, some of the most dominant middleweights like Kevin Cummings and Cy Hansen.
Sure. And this gym is in a very cool era of where they're at personally. A lot of up-and-coming talent. Also, it's funny to see when you drive by it. It's a pretty small square footage gym, but man, they are pumping talent out of there.
Yeah, he runs it unlike any other gym that I've seen, but it works.
Yeah.
You know, his approach is different and smaller scale. But it's not all about being the biggest.
Sure.
You know, and a lot of times the bigger gyms, it's hard to produce quality fighters on something scaled that big, which makes the UFC Rockland program very weird.
Yeah.
You know, because it's a massive program, but, you know, we're still producing really, really high-level talent, and not just from our older guys. You know, the new guys that started their first day in the gym, you see the pedigree, you see the skill,
Sure.
you see the care in the coaching. Can be done.
Yeah.
We do exist.
Yeah, that's right. So are you saying it's, you know, the window's closing on me, Coach? Can I
fighting?
do it? Can I do it? What do we think?
For fighting?
Yeah.
We're going to have a serious talk.
All right.
I'm going to send you to Thailand 3 years and forget.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, round one. Dara looks to step into the middle and control the center of the ring.
Dara parrying, then whiffing with a left hook. Eats a hook himself. Good leg kick from Dara. Landing jabs at the same time, Mosel and Dara. Body kick from Mosel. Dara's hunting him, trying to get the placement in the ring. Yeah, closing him down really good.
Dara getting a feel for what Gutierrez is doing. Gutierrez fighting off the back foot, looking to throw hands and stabbing the back leg.
Dara being very effective with his guard.
It doesn't look like Gutierrez is affecting Dara at all with the shot, so it just welcomes him to walk through those attacks. And in Muay Thai, you score points for that. Ring dominance. Nice left hook there upstairs from Gutierrez. Dara enters back. And once again, you see the Xavier shorts from Arizona. I think they're saying something.
Think they like each other?
Well, they're related.
Yeah, right.
And Dara might have fought down there too. I don't know. Boom, left leg.
Huge
Double.
left leg.
Follows with the check hook. Comes forward. Gutierrez. Left kick to the body. Dara, double jab. Left leg upstairs. Gutierrez answers back. Left hook.
Dara, another cool customer, just picking his shots from the outside. Eyes open. Good round.
Yeah, very good Muay Thai style. Efficiency. Technique. Muay Thai scoring. Now, let's see what Mateo Muay Thai is going to do in the corner here. And the first round is always interesting as a coach because you get to see the problem. You know, you have the Rubik's Cube. Now, what are you going to do? What's the coach going to tell them to do? How are they going to adapt to the pressure?
Right.
We appreciate your sponsorship.
Dara refusing the stool there.
Gutierrez, I would have him trying to work inside and outside of the leg. Dara pressuring on that front leg, and he's not having much success with any other weapons against Dara.
Dara shooting that left leg like a fadeaway, but still landing it full extension. Good kick, catch, and punching combination.
Nice body kick from Gutierrez. Finishes with the teep. Boom. Dara back with his own. Backs him into the corner. Right hand. Chops downstairs. Left leg upstairs.
Dara like a T-1000 just walking forward.
Transition to the clinch. Misses the elbow. Bang.
Oh,
big knee to the
knee.
body. Gutierrez answers back. Hands down. No problem.
Probing from the outside, trying to get him up on the ropes.
Nice uppercut there from Dara. Clinch, turns him into the ropes. Buckles his posture.
Big
knee, elbow upstairs.
Ooh, wee.
Referee didn't like something there. His head was down, but it looked like Gutierrez broke his own posture.
Good clinical work with the leg kicks from Dara. Oh, so looks like he's just kind of shooting his hands out there.
Ooh,
not really
left leg.
aiming.
Bang, left leg again.
Big body shot from Osel.
Bang, left side.
Left hook on the exit from Osel. But Dara, just like a constant.
Gutierrez, nice combination. Oh,
Gets in
off
balance right at the
balance. He
end.
gets up slow.
He's kind of wearing it on his face how he felt about that.
Bang!
Oh, big kick
Right
from
hand,
Dara.
right leg.
Elbow, elbow, elbow. Ooh, wee.
Takes his time again. Lays there. 1, 2, 3. Rounds over.
Yeah, Dara is just being that tractor.
So the one thing about the leg kick or just shot selection, Gutierrez landed some better shots that round, kind of making me eat my words. But when you work the leg, you accumulate the damage to one area.
Sure.
So say you land a punch, say you land a kick, and you land a low kick, it's all over the body. But if you land those 4 shots on the same part of the leg, it does damage. You might be able to hurt the other guy.
True.
But he keeps spreading the damage out all around.
Yeah.
He might not damage Dara at all.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. He had some good hands there, a couple left body kicks.
Target focus is very effective, I hear you.
He came back good that round, I thought.
Yeah, there was one phrase in the corner over there where he hit him with like maybe 4 or 5 straight
Fight
shots,
fans,
but then he
let's
got
give
him
it up for
balanced.
these fighters
Yeah, he
as
knew where
they
the
enter
points
into
went.
the
Yeah, the
third
falling down
and final round.
and the getting up slow.
Yeah.
You're losing on the cards on that one.
Big leg kick from Dara.
Again, the sharpness matters. You know, they both land a shot. The one with the power, the one with the snap.
Like that jab.
Boom!
Ooh, big leg
Elbow!
kick from Osel.
Yeah, this isn't point fighting. This isn't point karate. Power matters. Damage matters. Boom!
Another elbow from Dara.
Bang! Elbow up
wee.
top. Dara finding a home for those short weapons. A little bit of blood from Gutierrez's nose.
Yeah, showing the danger of the Muay Thai strikes, the elbows, the knees, and how effective it could be.
Referee protecting the fighter there, giving him a standing at. 8. Dara right back to work. Boom! Big low kick downstairs. Back up top. Now he's just tractoring forward. He sees the blood.
Ooh,
kick to the neck.
neck.
Double, triple elbow. Gutierrez comes back. Knee. Elbow.
Ooh-wee. Reset.
Dara finds the hop in his step. He steps back up. Long guard. Upstairs with the left side. Kick, deep side. Jab.
Back to work.
Elbow.
Here it is. Ooh-wee, 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 ooh-wee.
Referee takes a close
That
look.
stop.
Waves it off.
Good stoppage. Well done to Dara. Shokwi Kanaga.
Fair stoppage there. He was already in trouble one time. He was taking 3 or 4 unanswered elbows and knees, and it's an amateur fight.
Right.
Amateur fight, these officials need to look out for the safety of the fighter. The safety of the fighter at amateur level is paramount.
Sure.
Now, a title fight, pro for money, let him go down on his shield.
Yeah, sure.
Let him sit him down. But yeah, once the guy's not answering back, and a second count, yeah, I may have done the same.
Yeah, Dara damaging him at a constant. Very good footwork to be on the chessboard in the right place at the right time. Also, the variation of strikes, paying attention to the vital points, hitting them where it hurts. Very good fight.
The Thai sash around Dara's neck, and you see the whole Sitong side camp have it. I believe they get it when they fight.
Huh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Daniel Castillo has called a stop to this fight at 1 minute and 34 seconds of round number 3 for your winner, fighting out of the red corner, Daryl Shokri.
Strong showing from Sitong Sai. Well, that brings our preliminary bouts to a close. We're going to have a short intermission, and we will be starting the pay-per-view on CFSLive.net. Please join us. It's $20. And again, thank you for tuning in to Muay Challenge 6, All Out Promotions.
I see a couple of T-shirt fans out there. Do we have any more T-shirt fans? Because it's T-shirt time. It's T-shirt time. Who wants a T-shirt? You gotta get your hands up.
It's T-shirt time. Damn it.
We got more T-shirts. Keep your hands up. You gotta be loud.
When you work for the promotion, they just look right past you.
All right, you guys. I see a lot of faces out here that are red and thirsty. So now's your time. We're gonna take a short intermission. So you guys can go back there, grab yourself an ice cold beer, ice cold drink, and refresh. And we will be back at Muay Challenge 6 in 10 minutes.